In here, welcome Imperial Thrift. Thanks for stopping by. I think you're the first one, maybe. Um, we have a jam-packed show tonight. Take a look at the catalog.
Big Orange Express.
We have a lot of larger lots that we could go through. Like Amy's actually looking through lot number. What is it?
It is lot number 52.
Yeah, it's lot 52, and there's probably close to 100 items in this. But I hated to split it up because it's all one person. And I mean, it spans from their younger years all the way till college and after. And I mean, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in there. There's scout stuff. There's some war stuff.
It's report card.
College,
apparently,
report cards.
His attendance was irregular.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good student, although he went to Johns Hopkins, I think. So maybe that means you're a good student. Hey, Susan Sunshine. Hey, Big Orange Express. Thanks for stopping by. Really enjoy your shows. Make sure you're following them. Hey, 72 Granville. Anybody else I've missed? I am Stuart. This is Amy. We are Franklin Hill Ventures. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get the giveaway started, and then we'll get into it. So our giveaway tonight is this 1942, so it's wartime Betty Crocker cookbook. And if you look at it, it's even got a whole section on wartime baking. Also, I forgot to mention, anybody who's watching on YouTube, thanks for stopping. Scan the QR code, come over here and visit us on Whatnot. We won't be checking the chat on YouTube, so we won't know you're there unless you come on over here to Whatnot.
Okay,
hey,
this
Payman
is really cool. This is his pledge book. I'm looking at it. It's the Upsilon Lambda Phi fraternity. And he had to keep this little book of everything he did every minute of the day. Ooh, Oppenheimer was a pledge. Wonder if he was.
Is anybody Upsilon? What was it again?
Upsilon Lambda. Oh wait, here it is.
Lambda.
Upsilon Lambda Phi.
What in Lambda? Revenge of the Nerds. I think it was. Hey Brian, Dry Creek Trading. Thanks for coming in.
So did you see Will Ferrell was at his son's parents' weekend and DJ'd the fraternity party?
I did not.
That would have been so cool.
Will Ferrell never came to my fraternity house.
Or our sons.
Well, I don't think Will Ferrell was the thing when I was in college. It would have been more like George Burns or something.
I bet the parents were excited. I don't know what the kids thought.
Everybody make sure you get in the giveaway for the 1942 Betty Crocker cookbook. Take a look at the store. We have tons of stuff. We have 80 lots in the auction. And there's, as I mentioned, a couple of big lots that are going to take a while to go through. So at some point tonight, we'll go through this lot. It's going to be fun to go through. Mm-hmm. We also have kind of a mystery binder that I got in an estate sale, I think 2 weeks ago. And I hadn't even looked at it, but it's all just, it's jam-packed with ephemera. So if y'all want to later, we can go through that together and we can just take requests on things to run. I think that'll be fun. It'll be kind of like an unboxing. I know I used to do a lot of those and haven't really done that in a while, and everybody seems to enjoy it. Hey, DuPage Picker, thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope things are going well for you.
Oh, creepy. Does this have a pre-bid?
No, I don't think so, but those are cool. I just got these today. It's a bunch of clown magnets.
A bag of clowns.
They're all magnets.
Oh, can you imagine that on your refrigerator?
I went to a clown house this morning. There was like 1 million clowns. About 2.5 minutes left in the giveaway, so get in.
Oh, this is
Hey, CCon80, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, and this is one of the cooler items we have. So let me just go ahead and mention most everything. Amy's tearing things up. Most everything. Can't get it.
I'll get it.
There you go. Most everything's $3. I think there's 2 things that don't have a $3 start. It's this.
Was it an ashtray?
It's it's either a candle holder or an incense burner.
Oh yeah.
But it's Van Dyne's, I think is who it is, and it's from the 20s. But I mean, it's really, really cool. It's the dragon. It does have a hole in it.
From the 20s.
And it's either, most of the ones that I found that were Van Dyne's were cast iron, but this one's not magnetic. So it's either like pot metal or, something like that. But anyway, it's really cool. We are doing really well. Hey, Rose Ephemera, thanks for coming in, and good evening to you as well.
Let's see what else I can find. I love having not looked at anything.
Oh, that's nothing. That's just the thing to keep the stuff from sliding forward in the box.
It's cool.
Hey, the Moody Mommy, enjoyed your ghost story.
The Bell Witch?
Yeah, and which city is that? We heard all about the Bell Witch when we lived in Nashville, but I can't remember exactly. I know you mentioned the county, but what city is that?
Let's see.
Adams.
That's right.
We have no ghost stories tonight. I could tell the story of the chicken lady if I did tell a ghost story. I used to work at this church camp, and
as did half our kids.
And our kids. And the big ghost story around the camp was Chicken Lady, because there was this little graveyard on the side of the camp, and it was from the 1800s, maybe even going back to the 1700s, but it was really old. And
there's your mom.
Welcome in, Mom. The Rila, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Darling Dover, it's 3 Tennesseans in a row joined, the Moody Mommy, Darling Dover, and the Rila. Thanks for coming in. There's 30 seconds on the giveaway, so if you haven't entered yet, it's this 1942 Betty Crocker cookbook, and it does have a section on wartime baking. So
Mom,
if you want,
Dad's there too.
Hey, Dad. If you want to save sugar, you can substitute corn syrup or honey. And
butter cakes. That sounds good.
Shortening shortages, different types of fats. So
how to extend butter.
Ooh, you add gelatin to butter and you can extend it. There you go, 72 Granville. Congratulations. It came up quicker than it used to. All right, that'll be coming your way. Everything should ship out on Monday. And for anybody who's new, once again, I'm Stuart. This is Amy. We're Franklin Hill Ventures. We live in Knoxville, Tennessee. In addition to Whatnot, we sell on 6 or so other platforms, and then also have 3 antique booths here in the Knoxville area, so we stay pretty busy. And also, if you haven't been with us, I mean, you can definitely bid with confidence. I think we've sold now 2,800 items, and we have over 700 positive reviews, and everything's 5 stars to this point. So hopefully we'll keep it that way. We definitely try to get everything to you safely. So I've gotten pretty good at shipping over the years, though. So, all right. Well, I guess we are ready to get started. So just a couple other little housekeeping things. If you have any requests, put the lot number in the chat. Everything has a lot number in the store, and we'll get to those. We typically do requests first, and then if we don't have any requests at a given time, we'll start doing pre-bids. And then if we run out of requests and pre-bids, we'll just start doing stuff in order. Amy will pick something to run. At some point, we'll go through the kind of the unboxing of this big folder of ephemera. Let me just show it to you real quick. So it's all that. I have no idea what's in there. I mean, I did open the top and look, and there's letters, and it looks like maybe some stock certificates, and I really don't know what else in there. So that should be fun to go through. And then we also have that big lot 95, I think it is, that's got about 100 items. So that'll take a while to go through as well. It seems like, and then check out the Buy It Now. We have our Franklin Hill Farms products in there that are very popular. We put some new ones in there, I think. But there's a lot of stuff in the Buy It Now, so just search Franklin. If you put Franklin in, I think that brings them all up. I think there's 27 varieties in there right now. Hey, welcome in Pickle Push, Junk Collector Pro, MQC, anybody else we've missed, anybody watching on YouTube, thanks for coming, and let's get started.
All right, so I got the first lot pen.
Let me turn my camera around. We'll probably flip it back around when we do these unboxing type lots, but for the other ones, we'll go ahead and just focus on the table here. All right. So the first lot that had a pre-bid is lot 24, and it's going to be 25 vintage matchbook covers. And as I mentioned, if you have any requests, just put those lot numbers in the chat. Whoops, I'm running over my cable here.
The money place.
All right, so
look.
And all these do have the matches removed so that we can safely ship them. You're not allowed to sell matches on Whatnot.
That is the craziest thing.
Hey, welcome in, Chris Hamsey, Adirondack Attic. Appreciate y'all stopping by. All names I recognize. So this one is Super Sharp Savings. We have the China Station Restaurant in Berkeley, California. Looks like it must be around the school. Here's Bethlehem Steel.
Oh, and there's another Bethlehem.
And then here's Bethlehem, the Christmas city. Who remembers any time you used to go in restaurants, they would have matchbooks up at the front? I mean, you don't see that much anymore. I guess you do occasionally.
Somewhere not too long ago they had matchbooks, but it was strange.
Matchbooks are one of the many things I collected as a kid.
And one of the many things I threw away.
And one of the many things that Amy got rid of when we started dating / got married. She threw away my sugar packet collection, which many of y'all have heard before. So, show of hands, did anybody else in here collect sugar packets, or am I the only one in the world who ever collected those?
You're probably the only one in the world, I'd say.
Here's world leaders on postage stamps. Here's men immediate training in heavy equipment operation. You could earn $1.91 to $4.21 an hour. I remember when I was in college and worked, it was $3.35 an hour.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Who else in here worked at $3.35 an hour as minimum wage? Did anybody in here work for less than $3.35 minimum wage? Not including servers, because I know you worked, like $2 something. But you found some. Well, maybe I'll get them from you and Greg, and I'll restart my sugar packet collection.
It'd be a lot of pink and blue. Here's yellow now.
Here's a Holiday Inn. Oh, who remembers? No, I'm thinking a Holidome. Who remembers the Holidomes that Holiday Inn had? And they would have like putt in there. See, just a few more here.
There's a Star Trek one.
Oh yeah, here's Star Trek, the motion picture. Some of these do have a little bit of condition issues. Hopefully you can see that in the picture. Then we have Geno's, 7-Eleven. So Pickle Puss worked for $3.35 an hour. So what was the worst job that everybody had? Mine was probably working at the newspaper. I was the
50
person.
Cents. Oh, it's your mom.
Mom earned 50 cents an hour. Yeah, the worst job I probably ever had. Well, there's probably two. I worked at the newspaper in high school on Saturday nights, loading the Sunday paper inserts. So my whole job for 8 hours was to stand in front of a table, take stacks of paper off the tape, take stacks of paper off the pallet, put them on the table. Then the guy who would put it in the sorting machine would take it off the table and put it in the sorting machine. And you aspired to be those guys who put it in the sorting machine. That was the big aspiration when you were working at the paper then. So
you gonna do 20 seconds?
Yeah, let's just do 20 seconds. So you get this whole stack of. So we got Dry Creek Trading Company in at 3. Thanks for the bid.
My worst job is probably the book bindery. It was an overnight job.
I remember when you worked at the book bindery and you'd bring books home sometime.
Yeah, I did.
Now my other worst job was picking up rocks in farmers' fields. That was
that's pretty bad.
We did that. That was when I was in college, and we would Dry Creek. We would take jobs to earn money for the fraternity, like to go towards your dues and stuff. And so you would go to basically like a manpower type place. And one of the jobs I got was picking up rocks in a farmer's field for like 7-8 hours a day. You'd walk behind a flatbed trailer that he was pulling with a tractor, and you'd throw them on the back of the tractor. It was great fun. I did find some arrowheads, which was pretty cool.
All right, we're going to do lot 78 now.
All right, so here's some stock certificates. So you've done that too, Brian? $2.30 at a department store, 1975. That must have been right before, I guess, I started, I would have started my work career in the middle, in the 80s, like early 80s, I guess. So maybe it changed around sometime then. All right, so this is going to be 8 vintage stock certificates. You have a international telephone and telegraph. I guess that's IT&T as compared to AT&T. But all these have really cool artwork. This has a naked guy, he
looks like a businessman.
Yeah, it's a naked businessman.
He's not your
holding
typical.
Some kind of atomic thing in his hand, covering his private parts with some kind of something or another. So that's a great picture there.
Yeah.
Then we have AT&T. So we have IT&T and then AT&T. Hey, Steve, Maine Auction Companies. Thanks for coming in. Everybody, make sure you check out Maine Auction Company. He has really great auctions, probably some of the most fun ones on Whatnot, in my opinion, anyway. He's a little more energetic than I am. So, all right. So you got Alexander Graham Bell on this one. So you had a naked guy, and then you have Alexander Graham Bell. Can you get any different? And then we have a GM stock certificate. Oh, this one was from 1964, and the other one was from 1970. This one's from 1961. I don't think GM, wonder if they ever actually made a car that looked exactly like that. But you have a car, a truck, and a train, it looks like. And that was 100 shares. Then we have Pill Elder Limited. Not sure what they do, but you have, it's like Mercury or somebody, I guess.
He has on?
It's Mercury. I think is that Mercury? Does anybody know for sure? Hey, Leslie, thanks for coming in. Browner, appreciate it. Anybody else I've missed? We're doing a lot of 8 vintage stock certificates right now. They do have a pre-bid, so appreciate that. Then we have the Washington Gaslight Company from, not sure what year this one is. Oh, 1977. So this one has a lot of artwork on it. Not sure who these people are. And then we have the Grand Union Company. Kind of a, well, she's not really scantily clad, but she's got a basket of fruit next to a railroad. So I'm not sure. Look, I'm sure they have something to do with railroads, maybe.
Well, it sounds like a Grand Union Company.
And then we have the Blue Ridge Corporation. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what they do based on the artwork on there. But I love the artwork, the etchings, engravings on these old stocks. And then Howard Johnson. We've talked about this before in the show. One of our worst hotel experiences ever was staying at a Howard Johnson. It's when we came to my brother's wedding, I think, maybe.
No, it wasn't your brother's
So
wedding.
anyway, so we have Howard Johnson, Blue Ridge, Grand Union, Washington Gaslight, Pill Elder, General Motors, the Naked Guy for AT&T, and then Alexander Graham Bell and AT&T. So here we go.
I think it was way before your brother's wedding.
Thank you for the bid for it. We got bid for it in at $5. Appreciate it. Somebody else is bidding. I think the Naked Guy's driving the bids here.
That's right. He's just so unassuming looking.
We do have, if you like stock certificates, I know we have one other one that's a single, that's a railroad one that was like from the 30s. So, yeah, right, Gaslight. All right, DuPage Picker, thank you so much. And for anybody who wasn't in here, everything will ship out on Monday. So,
you want to do that one?
Yeah, we'll go to lot 38.
38.
And that's just if anybody does have any requests, put those lot numbers in the chat and we will bring those up right away. I think we've still got 3 more pre-bid items here to go through before we just start going through things. And I don't know, maybe about 8:30, 8:45, we'll either run the big lot or we'll go through this other lot. I'm not sure. So I thought these were cool. I had never seen them before, but it's a bunch of fire engine cards. So I guess they're kind of like baseball cards, just with fire engines. So like this one's from the U.S. Marine Corps base in Virginia. And then I'll just go through these quickly. But there is one, like an insert card, I guess. So it's a prism card. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And that is the Relief Engine Company #2 in Morristown, New Jersey. And that's the #1 prism. So these are from 1993, the Virginia Hobby Supply. So, to me, a fire truck's a fire truck, but obviously since they made cards, there's people who
we know somebody that probably collects.
Oh yeah. We have a friend who's was the fire chief of Oak Ridge.
Oh, well, I was thinking about Laura's son.
Oh yeah.
Fanatic.
Oh yeah. Well, these aren't trains.
Oh, they're fire engines?
Yeah, these are fire engines. No, but Daryl might like these too.
Yeah, Daryl might like this.
Yeah.
Halfway painted.
And it's cool. He was the fire chief in Oak Ridge, which is part of the Manhattan Project and all that. So he has some access to the labs that the general public doesn't have. So he's been doing tours for people that are 6 hours?
Yeah.
And he takes you all behind the scenes and everything.
Well, where he can.
Where he can. I mean, there's still areas he can't go to. So these are from all over the country, though. Delaware, New York, North Carolina, Connecticut, South America, Illinois, Indiana. Hey, there's Memphis, Tennessee. So go ahead and start these. We'll do 20 seconds starting at $3.
There's plenty of places at the labs that you still can't get in. It took Jenna almost 5 months to get her clearance.
I wonder how many packs
you ate lunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Candyland, thanks for coming in. I could give you a caca. I'm not good at that, though. I can play my nose flute later.
All right.
Thank you, Dry Creek.
Let's go for 27 next. 27. I've got 65 pull.
Whenever we were kids, it was kind of similar to a caca. My dad did what he called a waboo. Let's see. Waboo bird. And I can't even do it, but he would basically say waboo, waboo, waboo in this bird sounding voice. And as kids, we thought it was the funniest thing.
Should I call
and I'm
him
sure
and get him to do it on the phone?
Oh yeah, we could call my dad right now and get him to do it over the speaker. So no, I'm not. We actually had hotel reservations for Vegas. We were going to come to the Boss Resale Remix, but
our daughter got married.
We went to Phoenix to the camp listing party and our daughter got married, and we really had to kind of watch what we spend. So we're looking to be able to go next year. So. All right, so this is going to be lot 27. These are 5 military items, including this coin here. It's kind of got some wear to it, but the gist of it, and it's going to be really hard to show on the camera here. Yeah, it's not going to focus, and it's too dark. But the gist of it was this was made from a German cannon, and I think it was World War I, if I'm not mistaken. It could be World War II. It's way too small for me to read right now, though. But oh, maybe you can you see it?
No.
Okay,
really.
Well, anyway, so you got this coin made from a German cannon. Or no, it was either a German cannon or a German tank. Oh, wait, I can see it right here. Well, maybe I can't. Anyway, yeah, sorry. And then we have a Hospital Corps birthday ball. And it's almost like it's a keychain, I guess. But it's kind of like a challenge coin, it looks like. Then whatever that designates.
It's got a lot of stars on it. Must be good.
And then this one here's United States Navy Expert Pistol Shot. Sorry, these are so hard to see. And then this one's United States of America. Can you read that one with your reading glasses?
Maybe. Southwest Asia Service.
Oh, okay.
And United States.
Yeah, I got the United States part. All right. So you got all 5 of those. We'll go ahead and get it started. Hey, welcome in, Jen 717. Thanks for stopping by.
I have another pair of glasses too.
Which one was our request?
65.
Let's do the request first. If anybody else has requests, put those lot numbers in the chat and we'll get right to them. I think we've got one request. Oh, lot 53. All right, 72 Granville. And it looks like Dry Creek took another one. Thank you so much. Make sure you check us out on social media. You can go to franklinhillventures.com, which is right back here. And that has links to all of our social media sites. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So, all right. So yeah, this is really cool here. So this is a World War I war map of the Western Front. And take a look at the catalog at the picture. I'm going to try to show this as best I can, but it's huge. I forgot to measure it, but it's really big. So
you're not going to be able to open the whole thing.
And I'm probably not going to be able to show the whole thing. But it's from Hammond. Oh, you want to pin this one?
Oh.
Let's see if
I was looking at it.
Best I can tell, it had no rips or tears. So let's see if I can keep it that way. You want to hold that kind of out flat.
Yeah, here.
You know, it's been folded up since 1917. So.
Can you get it? You want me to get it? I got it.
Oh, it goes the other way.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Here, flip it.
There we go. I'll tell you what, we'll just open this first section. Let me take the camera off. So, yeah. Who remembers like when you were in high school or college before they had cell phones and stuff, you're traveling and you have one of these maps like this and you're unfolding it while you're driving? They were kind of like yesteryear cell phones, talking about distractions. And then you could never get it folded back up and put in the glove compartment like it was. So
this is Germany.
So anyway, this is from, I think it's 1917. It could be 1918,
Belgium.
but it was given out by the National, State, and City Bank. So we'll go ahead and run this. I don't know. There's a lot more we can show on this one.
Yeah.
And now I'll challenge my map folding skills on just the little bit that we unfolded.
Here, fold this up. That'll be the easiest.
Is that where it went first?
Yeah.
Okay.
There
we go. Then it's like an accordion. All right, we got Pickle Puss in at $5. Then on the back, it says, you can help the boys in the trenches. Wow.
That's kind of like art.
Great buy on that, Pickle Puss.
All right. You want to do another request?
Yeah, let's do that.
53.
Yeah, keep the requests coming and we'll keep running them. Yeah, that's a cool piece of history.
Mm-hmm.
53. So this is going to be 20 plus, and some of them were like in not great condition, so I threw a few more than 20 in there. I mean, they've all obviously been used and circulated. Hey, welcome in, Ohio Nurse. Thanks for stopping by. For anybody who is just coming in, I'm Stuart. This is Amy. We're Franklin Hill Ventures here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We're doing mainly ephemera tonight, but I called it Ephemera and More, which gave me liberty to put anything I wanted in the store. So we do have a few other things that are not ephemera there. We have a couple of big lots to go through. We have one that's going to be kind of a choice. I haven't even looked at it yet. And then we have another lot 95 that's really cool. That's got like 100 pieces of ephemera in it. So this, I guess it's Belgium. And it's not torn, but it's creased here. As I mentioned, all these are well used. Then this one's, I guess, Hungary probably. Magyar, I think, is Hungary.
I know they collected all these.
Got the cool design on the back there.
Thank you, Candyland Curiosities.
I'm not sure what country this. Oh, Russia, CCCP. So there's a Russian bill. There's another one, I think, that's Hungary, maybe. Yeah, that one may be the same as the other one. And then Yugoslavia, probably here.
Yeah.
There's another Russian one. This one's got a cool picture of a ship on it. And that one would be another Yugoslavia. Here's another Yugoslavia.
Money's so intricate.
Yeah.
The designs.
Other countries' money's cooler than our money.
Yeah, it's different colors.
Yeah. Here comes our dog.
She has no seizures tonight.
Another Yugoslavia. Oh, that's right. She had a seizure one time when we were on.
She had last time. She had a rough weekend.
Yes. Thank you, Candyland. I guess that may have been what Amy was saying thanks about earlier, but I can vouch we eat all our profits. So, in fact, I ate a jar of the fire roasted salsa last night. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I took it to Dave and Lynn's and we went out. So, and not sure what that one is. That one, not sure what that one is either.
Who are you hugging me?
Turn this.
There we go. It's a little better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oops. That was two of them. Yinhang. Zhanggu Renmin Yinhang. Some kind of Asian country. Yeah. My Chinese is not very good.
Nope.
Hey, welcome in, Flaming Heart 15. Thanks for coming in. Just a couple more here, and then we'll get it started. This is a little bitty bill. Yeah, I can't read any of those. And then here's Poland, I guess. Polski. Man, he's got
some hair.
And it's like a very big face. There's another Russian bill. Another Asian bill of some sort. Must be the supreme leader there. And then finally, Venezuela.
All right.
So you're getting all those starting at $3.
And here we go.
Who knows? She might be rich in another country.
Hey, old girl. Oh, she's hugging us too. Look.
Hey, welcome in, ECW Hardcore. I've been watching a lot of wrestling biographies during lunch on YouTube here recently. I just finished the Ultimate Warrior one.
What brought that up?
because ECW Hardcore came in.
Oh.
We got 72 Granville in at $10. Thanks so much. You might be a millionaire.
In another country.
In another country.
In a bunch of other countries.
All right, so we caught up on requests now?
Yeah, we've got like one more pre-bid if you want to do it.
All right, we'll go ahead and do the pre-bid.
And then we'll be free flying. We'll do whatever we want.
All right, so this is our last pre-bid. I don't think we have any outstanding requests, so if you have any, put them in the chat and we'll get right to it.
And I'll check for pre-bids too.
All right, so this is going to be a patch and a booklet from Warner's Dairy. I don't know exactly where in Pennsylvania that it is, but it's somewhere in Pennsylvania. I was able to figure that much out from doing some research. So this was, I guess, something that they would give to visitors when they came to visit the dairy. So you got Warner's Dairyland. It's probably kind of like going to Mayfield Dairies here in East Tennessee. And you can visit the dairy bar, tour the dairy plant, or eat in the banquet hall. So there's how they started in 1903 up to the present day, whenever this was. My guess is maybe, based on the look of those trucks, 60s probably.
I got a couple more pre-bids.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't do the one up here yet.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that one next. That'll take us a little while to go through. So anyway, sorry I got caught up in looking at the booklet. That happens with Ephemera sometime.
Yeah.
And then we have this patch.
We get to that box.
So, yeah, I mean, if anybody, you might be in it for the long haul once we start on one of these big boxes of stuff. So get you a cold drink and
we're rolling.
Put your feet up and get ready. All right, we got Dry Creek in at $3. Thank you so much for the Warner's patch and the booklet.
This is a little one.
Hey, welcome in, Steve, MCG. Thanks for joining us. Anybody watching on YouTube, appreciate you joining us over there.
Thank you. You want to do this one?
Yeah. All right, so we also had a pre-bid on lot 37. And this is over 1 pound of ephemera, or right at a pound of ephemera. Oh, and I also forgot to mention everybody's shipping's capped at $8.35. So no matter how much you buy, you will pay no more than $8.35 shipping. I really appreciate Whatnot finally giving us the option to use Ground Advantage. That made it where you can absorb those costs a little better for things over 5 pounds rather than having to ship everything priority mail. So here we have a Christmas postcard from, not sure of the year. Looks like it has.
There's got to be a stamp on there. Can you?
Well, yeah, but the date's not there. It's December 22nd of some year. I would say 1910, in there, like somewhere in the early 1900s on that one. Then this postcard's from Old Point Comfort, Virginia. There's the Hotel Patton in Chattanooga.
I wonder if that,
I don't know. We've been to Chattanooga a lot. I worked in Chattanooga. This one's from 1911. So, yeah, I do wonder if that hotel's still there. And it was sent to Box 77, Knoxville.
We've got a few more pre-bids.
Huh. Thanks for the pre-bids, everyone. I'll give my one Whatnot Greg for the evening that I always give every show until Whatnot fixes it. Please give us a way to highlight pre-bids so we don't have to scroll through the catalog multiple times. Yeah, just put a tab. I request it every time they send out a survey, but so far, nada. They haven't changed it.
Like comments too, like a thumbs up.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, make it more social.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to give a thumbs down though.
No thumbs down, just thumbs up.
So we got a lot of postcards in this lot. There's the Biltmore in New York.
What was that, Chattanooga?
I will say overall the Whatnot community is so awesome. I mean, there's very little drama. I mean, this many people on a platform, you're going to have some, and there might be more in some of the other categories. But here in the ephemera category and the other like antiques categories that I've visited, very rarely is there any dramas. So I love the way you could just send it to a name in a town. Mr. Hardin Epps, Jonesboro, Tennessee. Of course, Jonesboro probably wasn't that big. Once I get through these postcards, you can probably go in and start it for like 45 seconds.
Okay.
So here's Stone Mountain Park. Been there before. Here's another old Christmas postcard. That one's from 1912. So a ton of postcards in this miscellaneous lot. I guess that's just one there. Look how happy she is with her oranges. Orange picking time in Florida. She is like so happy.
Probably because she lives in Florida. She's happy.
Yep, I agree with you as well. Whatnot nurse. I mean, Ohio nurse. I've met so many people, and I mean, I've had people come to my antique booth because of Whatnot. I don't know that I've met anybody in person yet that I've met through Whatnot. I was supposed to meet, I can't remember who it was now. I've gone blank on their name, but they were going to stop by when I was there last weekend, but they ended up having to come early. So they still went, and I think they actually bought something out of my booth. So that was much appreciated. Whoops. There's the Edgewater Beach Hotel. There's greetings from. You could fill in your own city there. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do 45 seconds now?
45.
So here's like one of the long. It's like the beginning of Star Trek here, or in Star Wars. So
That's
got that one. Then you have the Lackland Air Force Base in Texas.
Hey, I sold something.
So you have a ton of postcards in here. Mostly look to be, older. There's Lower Falls, Yellowstone National Park. Here's some savers. I guess these are like green stamps. I licked my share of green stamps when I was a kid, that's for sure. Here's another humor postcard. Here's one of the Roll Your Own Adventures.
What is it?
They're like the ones, what did you do? Give my love to, you checked off. And these haven't been used. A lot of times you find them, they've been used. Brian's getting a lot of stuff for $3. There's a bunch of those in there. All right. There's some more savers. There's a manual of carpentry. There's a Laugh magazine for Archie, and then a Jack and Jill.
All right.
Congratulations.
Throw it in the box.
Awesome. Yeah, look me up, and we can get together.
Probably while I'm at work, because that's when everything happens. All the fun.
I'll take you to my favorite Mexican restaurant here in town.
Which one?
I know. I have like four. We have like 4 favorite Mexican restaurants. Okay, so these are from the 1930s, actually 1939 to be specific. And they were called programmettes, and they were just, I guess they would either have them on the counter or hand them out at the theater, and it talked about the upcoming movies. It'd be cool if one of these had Gone with the Wind, because I think 39 was the year it came out, but unfortunately Gone with the Wind's not on here. But you do have The Mysterious Miss X coming out, Across the Plains with Jack Randall, The Lone Wolf Spy Hunt, Trouble in Sundown, Law Comes to Texas, North of Shanghai. And then on this one, you have Allegheny Uprising with John Wayne. Look at that's a young John Wayne there in 1939.
He's a baby.
John Wayne was Claire Trevor, and also Flaming Lead. Then you have, that's probably when John Wayne was first getting started. And then you have Full Confession with Victor McLaglen, Joseph Kalia, Sally Eilers. So far, I've heard of John Wayne. That's the first one. Oh, Lucille Ball. Here we go. Panama Lady with Lucille Ball, Alan Lane, Donald Briggs, and Evelyn Brent. And you also had Trigger Fingers.
He was born in 1907. So.
Oh, okay. So he was like, 32 then. Then this one is from February 18th to 24th. And you have Star Reporter, The Frontier Marshal, Mystery of the White Room, and then David Niven. I've heard of him as well. Wasn't he in, what was David Niven in? He wasn't the Pink Panther one, was he?
I don't know.
Bachelor Mother, and then The Adventures of Chico. So you're getting these 3 movie programmettes.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. And here we go. Thank you, Browner, for the bid on those. You got the John Wayne and the Lucille Ball, both on the same. That would have been a good week to go to the movies. The Mysterious Miss
I'm going
X.
to the movies next weekend.
$1 million blackmail traced to illicit love.
I'm sure you want to go.
Scandalous. thank you, Browner. That's your first purchase from us. We really appreciate it.
Jen and I are going to see the Taylor Swift movie next weekend.
You want to
go?
No.
Oh, come on.
I'll pass.
I got to take my little girl.
I've seen it.
Almost 26.
I've seen enough Taylor Swift on the NFL games lately without.
Golly.
Whoops, I think I dropped one.
You did.
Can you get it? Oh, there we go. All right, so this is going to be 40. You want to pin that one?
60. I'm getting it.
Okay.
I had to see what the number was. You flipped it over.
Hey, welcome in, Mimi Tammy, 12. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so this is going to be 40 vintage photographs, and they're just different subjects. Really no rhyme or reason to what's in here. I just pulled them out of my bin of photos. This looks like a zoo of some sort. I think those are bears.
Not any family photos in there.
Don't feed the bears. And 2 kids there, maybe sisters. That is Ruth and Isolda.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, they do appear to be sisters. Oh, there's an African American photo standing in front of their apartment, I guess. There's another African American photo here. Wonder if that's the Grand Canyon, maybe. That is Lake Hell's Half Acre in Wyoming. So not the Grand Canyon. Looks like a good trout river there. That is a pool of sulfur water, so probably not a good trout fishing place. I was wrong. Maybe that one doesn't say. It looks like either a dam, maybe. I mean, that looks kind of like a dam going across, but I don't know that for sure.
Maybe.
There's a little girl. Oh, look at her.
Her little bonnet.
Is that where they fill the is that the fill tube for the fuel for the house?
Did you let her be playing with it?
Well, maybe back then,
They didn't know.
They let kids do a lot of crazy things back then. I'm not sure what they're watching.
I mean, we let our kids do things too.
Some kind of flower arrangement.
That's a big flower arrangement.
I mean, it looks like a funeral flower arrangement. Maybe they've been to a funeral. And then, hey, welcome in Romp 307, A Vintage Nerd Thrifts, Elk Vintage. Thanks for everybody stopping by. Anybody we missed, welcome in. We're just going through vintage and antique ephemera with some other vintage goodies thrown in. If you see anything in the store you want us to run, just put the lot number in the chat and we'll get right to it. We also have a ton of stuff in the buy it now. So
I'm going to go ahead and start this one for a minute.
Yep, that's good. So Amy's going to start it. Oh, they're well dressed there.
Look at the hat.
There's a house.
It's got a basement garage. It's just like ours.
Oh, look at this guy with this. Oh, I thought it was a kilt, but it's just like Bermuda shorts.
But
he's got his Bermuda shorts, his striped socks, his dress shoes, and a hat.
Looks like a pine tree farm.
Some kind of formal dinner there. Oh, and then this must be his wife here. Maybe that's the guy's wife. She's got her bathing suit on.
She's definitely in the same spot.
Yep.
Here, honey, let me take your picture, and then you can take mine. I think that's
looks like a school of some sort. Oh, you can almost read it, but not quite. If you had a magnifying glass, you could probably read it. There's somebody graduating. There's 3 kids. August 1967. Were born or not born. I was born right before that picture was taken. Well, I don't know what. Doesn't say what city, but a river somewhere. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Thank you, Ohio Nurse. That is your first purchase. I haven't been playing my nose flute lately for first purchases. Has anybody ever seen a nose flute other than when I've shown it in my show? I could take requests and play songs. If anybody has a song they want me to play on the nose flute, just stick that in the chat.
You might pass out.
Let's do this now. If anybody watches In Vintage Color, he plays the piano, but I play the nose flute. So, all right. So I think we're through with the pre-bids and requests now. So we'll just.
Oh no, there's one more. It's the album.
Oh, the France one?
Yeah, do you want to do that one?
Yeah, we'll go and do
or
it.
You want to do Mad next?
No, we'll do that. We'll go and do this.
All right. Unpin.
Hey, Cajun Picker, thanks for stopping by. Yep, so if there's any more requests, put those lot numbers in the chat and we'll get right to it. We'll run a few things, and then I'll tell you what, here in the next 5 minutes or so, we'll either go through lot 95 or the stuff I haven't looked at yet. I guess we'll let the chat vote on that. Or I don't know, maybe we'll do 95 first since it's one we're selling all together. Because the other one will take some work people are going to have to request things. And so anyway, so let me take the camera off for this.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is a photo album from France. I think it is from the 1960s. Hey, thanks for the purchase from the Buy It Now. So this has 35 pictures in it, 35, and they're all pretty much in the range of 8x10. Some may have been trimmed down and they're slightly smaller. Like this one's a little bit smaller, I think. But you have the French and the U.S. flag starting it out. And then there's a lot of cathedral pictures in this. I don't think there's any Paris pictures, but so when I was first looking at this, it's got tours written in the upper corner on a lot of these. That's a city in France. It doesn't mean they were on a tour. So all this must be a cathedral in Tours, France, if I'm pronouncing that right. But look at the architecture on that. Beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the cathedral when the girls did the Camino de Santiago and the one they ended at. So you got a lot of them like that over there. That one. And what I like about this album, it's got the dividers with the spiderweb design. So like the onion skin paper. Some of them have they're bent, but here's another one. I guess I'll just show it to you upside down because I'm have to keep flipping the book back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be too hard.
And then, so a lot of great architecture in these pictures.
Cool. Pull it over a little closer to me.
And this one was in Orleans, I guess. Must be another city in France. Here, let's. That one does not say where it is, I don't think.
That's pretty.
This one's Orleans, not to be confused with New Orleans. But yeah, I mean, this architecture is just absolutely incredible. Hey, Crafty11. Hey, Crazy Cat Mom. This is inside the Orleans Cathedral.
It's crazy. That's the closest thing we have to that's the parking
So you can see all the cars. So that's kind of what led me to think this is 1960s. But this one is also in Tours, France.
Those cars, the 60s, those are older, aren't they?
What does everybody think? 50s, 60s, somewhere in that range.
Let's see. Well, I can't get it to come apart. There we go.
Some kind of village scene. It's upside down. Sorry about that. Then here is
the same thing as the other one, I think.
Felix something. But that's in Orleans. I guess Orleans is just the cathedral. Maybe that's not a city. Then here we go in Tours again. It's like a city.
A rooftop shot.
Like a rooftop shot.
Oh, look
and these must be the guys who were there.
Oh,
maybe we're going to landscape. Maybe we're going to this. Let's spin it around now. So you have, I don't know if these are the three guys who were taking the pictures or what.
Looks like some thugs.
Yeah, they do look a little thuggish.
Oh, there you go.
Or I can do this. Sorry about all the camera movement. I'm not sure what that one is.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't know if this is somebody with them or just somebody they met and took a picture of.
Look, he's dapper.
And this says PFC, so I guess private first class.
I wonder if somebody was stationed over there.
Oh, Warner. Yeah, so maybe friends were visiting this guy.
All right. Ooh. Hold on.
And as I mentioned, this is very heavy, but you'll just pay $8.35 if you haven't bought anything yet. Oh, look at the shadow. That's cool. The shadow
I noticed
there.
That too.
So you have a mix of architecture and a few shots of people. Let's see if I can show this guy here. Making a face.
They did that back then,
that
too.
That says SP4 Spect. That's what it said. So these must have been all the guys who were on the trip.
That's wild. They got them this big. They blew the pictures up this big.
This
She's
one's
singing.
this one's got some wrinkling from where I guess this one appears to be glued in, where the others are more just taped at the corners.
No, it's not.
When I first looked at it, I thought it was Paul McCartney. That looks kind of like Pete Best.
Another cathedral.
Tours Cathedral. Let's see if I can get that for you. Getting close to the end here.
Hold on, I'll get that.
Hey, welcome in Sunflower and Top. Beanies Bundle. Thanks for coming in. Castellano 77. My blank. Anybody else we missed? Here's Old Church and Tours.
Oh, look at that.
And that's the OS statue and Tours, I think it says.
Oh, I bet probably brass.
Everybody ooh and ah over Amy's nails.
Why?
Because she just had them done. Look at her.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her bat. Is that all you have? Is a bat?
That's all I have.
Okay.
I'll have it on here, too.
And then there's mine. They look awful.
You need to get your nails done. The library.
The library and Tours. And then here's a river scene and Tours. And then I don't know who these two little
Looks like
girls are.
Communion. It looks like girls going to their first communion.
Orleans. It's in Orleans, but you can see these two girls here.
Yeah. Need your nails done.
And then this one says the train depot and Tours. But yeah, look at some more cool architecture there. Hopefully I'm doing a decent job showing all this. I'm moving the...
Is that the botanical gardens? Yeah.
Yeah.
The biotanical.
It says botanical
gardens tours.
Oh, gardens.
That's what I just said.
Sorry.
Gardens.
I should just listen to Amy.
Oh my goodness. Dude, this is cool. Look at this.
It's a big basket.
Uh-huh.
Hey, welcome in, Hazy Yang, Laurie 2197. And then what's he holding in his... Oh, he's got a pipe. He's got a pipe in his hands.
Maybe.
I think.
It's a swan.
Oh, yeah. Here's a pond with the swan in front.
Okay.
Just a few more pages now. Blank.
More cars.
Yeah, so here's some more cars. So I don't know if anybody can tell the age of this by the cars. There's a motorcycle.
Oh, there's a bug. What year were Volkswagens started?
Oh, I thought you meant there was a bug in here.
No.
Yeah, so
it looks like a Carmen Ghia or something.
And then that's it.
That is it. Okay.
All right, so
whew, that was long. So we'll do 20 seconds on it.
Yeah,
ready?
This is just a $3 start. I'm putting some faith in everybody that there's going to be some bids. That's how we survive on Whatnot, is by people bidding. So,
Cool
all right,
book.
we got the Moody Mommy in at 5. Appreciate it. Lots and lots of great architecture in this, plus some nice candid shots of people, and they're all 8x10. This is a band of some sort.
That's what I said. They were singing.
Yeah, I wonder if that's somebody famous.
Probably is. We should get some pictures printed out like that from our next vacation.
Yeah.
What would they be pictures of? Your dinner? Your food?
All right, 72 Granville. Thank you so much.
All right. Now we can do... I'm going to start putting some things on this shelf too, just FYI.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. All right, so we don't have any more pre-bids, right?
Not
no
that
requests.
I've seen. I'll go through and look while you're doing that one.
All right, so this is going to be a Mad magazine from 1994, and it's got Slash. Well, Alfred E. Newman as Slash.
I love Mad magazine.
Yeah, I did too.
Did your mom buy those for you?
No, but
I wouldn't think so.
So
mine did. So the joys of being an only child.
Here's the fold-in thing. It hasn't been folded, and I won't fold it. But I used to love the fold-ins.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what this one shows. Is that Bill and Hillary?
Oh yeah.
Bill and Hillary Clinton. All right, we can go ahead and start that one.
Oh, hold on. I was looking for pre-bids. 31. And here we go. Yeah, when being an only child, I pretty much got anything at the checkout at the grocery store I wanted.
Thanks for the bid, Jess. Jess came in just in time to get the Mad magazine.
See, we can just pick some things now. Oh, those are neat. What do you think about some cigar labels?
All right, we'll just do these this stack here.
26.
Tell you what, at 9 o'clock we'll do one of the big lots. We'll probably do lot 95, and because that'll take a while to go through. So go get you, like I said, a cold drink and prop your feet up. Yeah, go to the bathroom. It should be fun to go through. There's a lot of really cool stuff in it. So I'm not going to take these out, but it's a bunch of different cigar bands. It says they're Webster and Websterettes. I don't know how many there are, but it's a lot of them. I did not count them. I'd say there's at least
50, 60.
Yeah, 50 or 60 maybe. So.
All right, we'll go. 20 seconds. Let's see if anybody wants some cigar bands. Well, maybe we should do this next. I don't like this stuff as much. I'll just grab some things. What do you think?
Doesn't matter. We can do whichever one. All right, so no interest in lot 26. I'll just stick them over here.
Okay.
Let me get a drink of water real quick. All right, we got another miscellaneous lot.
I like miscellaneous.
And then this will take us into the large lot after this, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of good stories. Just have to figure out, I don't know if we want to turn the camera this way and show stuff, or we'll see what works best. All right, so I don't know if main auction's still in here, but I always try to put one of his corn labels in these miscellaneous lots. We're spreading the corn love. He sends those, he'll send like stacks of 50 out and stuff you win. So anyway, you get a Portland, Maine corn label. We have a railway employees caution label that I guess it went on hazardous or flammable packages. We have some kind of letter that says, "Dearest Dorothy, just a line to tell you that I'll be at Liverpool Station on the 10th at 8:30 to meet you. So I hope you can still remember my pug ugly mug. Or must I wear a buttonhole? We can decide then what to do for that day, as it depends on the weather as usual." So there's some more in the middle. Got a couple of these humorous military postcards. These are all 3 identical. You get 3 of those. Here's some, if it's still, call Weatherall. And it's got some kind of, it's like delicious, pleasing appearance, looks. Disappointed, discouraged. It says, wonder if this was somebody who wasn't from the U.S. who was learning the language. I don't know. Anyway, here's a Japanese 1 centavo piece of currency. Here's a couple of arcade cards. I think they're from 1925. Horoscope ones. These are actually Knoxville photos here. We have the Parson Brownlow house, and as my,
is that still there?
I don't know, but that's somebody we go to church with, relatives.
Oh yeah,
Mackie Brownlow. The custom house in the post office. There's the University of Tennessee. It's a lot bigger than that now, but that's the original hill there where the University of Tennessee was. And then there's looking out over Knoxville from the University of Tennessee Hill.
I mean, you don't realize what a hill it is until you see something like
and then there's Gay Street. Well, I've walked up that hill going to football games, so I know it's a big hill. And then there's Gay Street in downtown Knoxville. There's some more postcards. That one's Jackson Square in Oak Ridge. And then this is the Blue Haven Motel in Lake City, Tennessee. So a lot of East Tennessee stuff here. The Lamb's Inn Motel and Restaurant in Lake City, Tennessee. Lake City had 2 hotels.
So Jackson Square, that's interesting because it doesn't really look like that.
It doesn't look like that anymore, does it? So, yeah, we go to Jackson Square to eat sometime in Oak Ridge, and it looks nothing like this anymore.
It's the same shape.
Here's a letterhead or a billhead, Boston Excelsior Company. Then here's another postcard of Jackson Square if you want to look at.
Oh, now that looks like it does right now.
They don't even look. Where's that other one?
No, it doesn't look the same right here.
Yeah, so this is the same place. These must be. I wonder if this is
an artist rendering of what they were.
Well, maybe this isn't Jackson.
Because this is definitely, because there's Dean's and there's.
Yeah, maybe this is newer. I don't know.
There's a new restaurant back there too.
Anyway, all right. And then you have this Gerald R. Ford becomes president.
We're right next to Oak Ridge. We live in West Knoxville.
Yep. Amy works in Oak Ridge. Yep. So, Roane County, are you in Kingston? Or are you in 10 Mile? Well, that's Meigs County, I think. But Rockwood. Yeah, Rockwood, yeah. Thanks for the bid, Elk Vintage 11, Hazy.
I thought it was.
Well, it may be. It's 10 Mile, Roane County, or Meigs County. I know it's right. They're all right there together. But yeah, these are cool. The Oak Ridge postcards and the Knoxville stuff.
I can't wait to go do my behind the scenes tour.
I love these. I don't know what they came out of though. Wonder if they were in some kind of book that they were attached in. Maybe. It's the arcade cards, the Japanese thing. All right, Lord 303. Thank you so much. Yeah, you'll have
some cool Oak Ridge stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to. We have booths at Granny's Attic in Clinton, Tennessee, and two antique malls here in Knoxville. But yeah, you'll have to come visit us in Clinton sometime.
All right, you gonna get the big guy out?
Yeah, let's this one here. All right, so this is lot 95, and I guess I'll just keep the camera back here and do it this way. So what this is all. I hated to separate this stuff because it was all this Barry Lichtenstein. It was all his stuff. It came out of a dresser box that I got. Actually, I got it at the world's longest yard sale, the US 27 yard sale. And I bought this dresser box and all this stuff was in it. And it, so I hate to separate it. So I'm going to try to sell it together. I'm only starting it at $5. So we'll see where it goes. So this is, I'm not going to read every letter, but I could easily do that because I get caught up in this kind of stuff. But we'll at least get kind of an idea of what's in here. So this is Camp Shiloh for boys and girls in Hampstead, Maryland. Dear Barry, if you're interested in counselorship at this camp. So this was a letter to him asking if he wanted to be a counselor at Camp Shiloh. Has anybody ever heard of Camp Shiloh? I wonder if it's like Camp Granada. Does anybody remember that song? What was it? Hello, Mata, Hello, Fata. Oh, yeah. Here I am at Camp Granada. This does have some wear, but it's a Boy Scout thing of sometimes. It says loyalty, patriotism, and service. Oh, and it was his scout card. He was a scout in Baltimore, Maryland, 1940. So, like I said, unfortunately, it does have some wear. I'm sure he carried it in his wallet, which is probably why it has that wear.
So here's from Camp Owisa.
So this is the Jason camps in Monterey, Massachusetts. Tonight, our bunk is going to have a watermelon feast. Someone's mother sent us a really huge watermelon. So tonight we're going to dig in. Heard from a lot of kids that Stage Door Canteen was a wonderful picture. So I'll just give you, we'll read the first little bit of each one.
Hand it to me. I can put them back in. Here you go.
And then this is a bowling thing, I think. Viking Lanes. Let's see how good a bowler they were. Oh, he was actually in a league. Oh, this is when he was older because this was 1985, 86. Is this the same guy, I guess? So this would have been later in life because 40 years after 1940, he would have probably been 50 or so. So, I don't know, not bad. About what I would bowl, probably 130 average. Where are we putting the stuff we looked at?
Just put it right here.
And then here's another scout. This may have been the folder that the scouting card was in. Oh, okay.
Where'd the scouting card go? It was laying right there.
Oh, right here. Oh, I've been putting stuff up there. That's why. Yeah. So that goes in there.
Here's a letter from the Crescent Hotel in Miami.
Oh, look at the letterhead on this.
Isn't it?
Hopefully we're not boring everybody, but we'll see. We have 10 people in here now. We'll see how many we have in the next couple of minutes. So, hey, we went up one. So this is from 1941. Dear Stephen, Mother and Daddy both are very happy to receive your letter. So
Okay.
I'll hand these back to you.
It must have been a college visit here. Oh, I'm opening. You go there.
Okay, so I'll take from there. So this is Life at Washington College in Chestertown, Maryland. And it's just a brochure from the college.
Okay, he must have been in a play.
So here's an episode in the life of Percy Dumbwaiter, or You're Wanted on the Telephone. Anyone, hey, Percy, telephone, you're wanted on the telephone. Echo, telephone, Percy Dumbwaiter, you're wanted on the telephone. Then someone else says, hey, Stinky Dumbwaiter, telephone. Colonel says, where is that boy? And then David Kerr says he went to Sidersburg, Colonel. Where? I think he went to Sidersburg. So then it continues. And then it ends with, Percy Dumbwaiter, you nincompoop, you're wanted on the telephone. And then Percy Dumbwaiter says, oh. Okay. Oh, and then it's got something on the back here. Something about camp.
Here was an invitation to the installation dance for pledges of his fraternity.
So has anybody heard of Epsilon Lambda Phi fraternity?
Look how much it was. It was kind of expensive for back then, I think. No, right there.
$2.85 per couple, tax included, at the Crystal Room at the Emerson Hotel, wherever that is. So
here's a birthday card from 1943. I like the pipe in the pocket.
To our dear Barry, 1943.
And that's just...
Oh, so this is some V-mail, which it looks like a copy, like they copied it down. Well, maybe that's how they did V-mail, because, they must have sent it through the censors. Does anybody know 100% sure on that? Because it came from the War and Navy Department. It's the V-mail service. So I'm assuming they would scan or however they did the letter, and then you had to have a magnifying glass to read it. So that's pretty cool there.
Here's his invitation.
Then this is a smoker. Is that like where you smoke?
I don't know.
You are cordially invited to attend the 39th semi-annual Smoker of the Omega chapter. So the Smoker Committee.
All right, you just moved along there. I'm having trouble getting this back in the envelope. There we go.
Let's see. This is a basic course in radio operation code. A is dit da, B is da dit dit dit, C is da dit dit, D is da dit dit, E is dit, F is dit dit da dit, G is da dit, and then H is dit 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 dit. It says repeating these sounds over a few times in connection with the dots and dashes will clearly indicate the practical application of these sounds. So here's a parking thing at the John F. Kennedy Center. Like I said, there's like 100 pieces in here. This one's, Dear Barry, how are you feeling? How are you getting along without me? Blah, blah, blah. So this is a bunch of postcards. I'm not going to read all these, but.
This was a letter from Irma, but it's gone. He must have kept it. Oh, what's that? Oh, graduation announcement.
Yeah, so there's Forest Park High School, and they had them out at the Baltimore Polytechnic Institute.
You just grab something.
Okay, that's correct, Monk Jr. I'm assuming that's on the V-mail. Thank you for that. Here's a War Department letter to him in 1944. Let's see what this is.
Oh.
This is kind of like This Is Your Life, Barry Lichtenstein. Army, sir, it has been brought to my attention that you intend to roll as a freshman at Johns Hopkins University. I congratulate you on your wise choice of schools and extend the green of the ROTC partner. In view of the critical world situation and to prepare you for the part you are destined to play in it, I would like to bring your attention to the Reserve to ROTC course. So it's basically soliciting him to be an ROTC at Johns Hopkins, looks like.
Down to 8. This is precious.
Yeah, we're losing
sweetest
people.
And dearest boys. This is from their mother. To the sweetest and dearest boys.
Here's something, the Friendship Pagoda. We already looked at that.
Yeah, let's see.
Here's a Fort Bragg, North Carolina postcard of some sort.
Oh, this was his pledge book.
Oh, yeah, and then we had his pledge book here. So this would be his diary. I remember I had to keep one of these when I pledged. Diary of Yoga Light, Barry Lichtenstein of the Upsilon Lambda Phi Fraternity Omega Chapter. So, and it's just a day-to-day of things he did.
Instead of brother, they called him Freighter.
So, a lot of fraternity stuff.
Miss Claus insisted. Staff meeting.
So, there's a camp in Hampstead called Camp Shiloh.
From Johns Hopkins.
I mean, there's still, if you look, I mean, there's still a ton of stuff in here. So, I don't know. Maybe we go ahead and start it for like whatever maybe a little more than that. What's the most you can do? Let's see. Why don't you do? Well, we don't want to do
5 minutes.
Why don't you do 4 minutes?
4?
That'll go pretty quick. So we're going to go ahead and start this at 4 minutes. So we'll see how much stuff we can get through. Here's something about shadowgrams to entertain the whole family. I'll try to pick out the more interesting stuff. There's the preacher in a pulpit. So if you want to learn how to make shadow figures, you got that.
Here's a welcome letter from Johns Hopkins.
Yep. So here's that. Here, I'll just start pulling stuff out here. Here's a Boy Scouts first aid handbook. So I assume that's from the 40s.
Oh.
Those look like blank cards.
Oh, Camp Shiloh's the best camp of them all. We just love to come here, winter, spring, and fall.
A lot of the win the war stamps in
like
these.
The recreation, which gives us a fine vacation, as the campers will tell you, one and all. With our hikes and our rifles, we have fun, and our swimming and our boating, everyone. They all like it so much here that they come back every year to see Colonel, Aunt, Jose, and Henry. Everyone.
Yeah, just a ton of letters that y'all can, whoever wins this will be able to read. Here's something from Jenkins. I'm not sure what that was. Yeah.
Here's a play program. Dear Barry, Father's Day is next Sunday, so you were not asleep and have nothing to excuse you for. I guess he probably said.
Did you find his report card?
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, here it is.
Here's he must have played lacrosse. Here's how to do positions on lacrosse.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that was.
So he went to the Bell Philo Congregational School, and let's see what kind of grades old Barry had.
That was his Hebrew school, right?
Barry does not prepare his homework sufficiently. Why is his attendance so irregular? He did get G goods and G minuses in Hebrew reading. He got a lot of G minuses. He did get a few G pluses. He did get an E in his bar mitzvah, so it was excellent there. But he was mostly in the good category. And then MT, he's moderate. Moderate plus. Well, at least he's not just moderate. He's moderate plus. So
look,
he was late 4 times. Oh, really? Oh, he never opened this one. So you'll get a mystery there. It's probably got money in it.
Maybe. I couldn't get that one open either.
All right, we have just about a minute left.
Lots of letters. Here's from the treasurer's office, the registration fee for tuition.
Oh, wow. Tuition, $5 was the registration
fee. Here's another unopened one.
So there's several. I mean, they might have sealed back up too, but
I don't know.
But they do appear to be
the Ruth
sealed.
Terrace restaurant.
I mean, there's just so much stuff. I don't even know where to begin opening stuff.
So many fun things.
There's like a really long letter.
Happy birthday, brother.
Hope it's a thriller every minute. So there's, vintage greeting cards. There's scouting stuff. There was some V-mail. There's just a little bit of everything.
Pledge stuff is fraternity stuff.
Here's American Education Week Assembly.
For $5 now. I can only imagine.
Some cool stamps on the envelopes. A lot of war stamps. So, all right. Elk Vintage took it down for $10. Thank you so much.
Look at that.
Oh, this was a cool one. Look at that. Congratulations, nephew, on your graduation. So, all right, well, we'll get this all back in the box, and this will come your way. Yeah, that's a really cool one there. So here in a little bit, we also have this huge lot of ephemera, but it'll be different. We'll go through it, and if there's stuff you want us to run, you can request it. I mean, I hadn't even looked at it yet. I'll just kind of show it to you again. And here in a little bit, just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I mean, there's letters. Let's see, letters, the Vogue Incorporated. There's stock certificates from 1920s. Selections from favorite poems, Burr facts.
Easy for you.
Some kind of something there. Bible lessons. Ink blotters. Whatever that is. Bill heads. I mean, there's...
Okay, what floats your boat next? We have no requests and no beds.
So anyway, we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Let's try that. What 12?
Hey, Junebug27, thanks for coming in. So we don't have any requests or pre-bids right now, like Amy said. So we're just going to start going through some things. We also have stuff in the buy it now. So just a few of we have 27 varieties of our Franklin Hill Farms in there. This happens to be the apple butter. Here's the Damson plum fruit preserves. Here's the pickled dilly beans, the hot ones. We also had mild. So check those out. Those have been a really big seller for us and whatnot. We also sell them out of our booths. And then we do festivals with them. All right, so this is going to be what is this? Lot 12. It's 1974. It's a film, like a film cinebill. So I guess it's kind of like a playbill, but it's for a movie, and it was one with Laurence Olivier in it. Three Sisters. I don't remember that movie. But it also had some cool ads in it. There's some kind of scotch. And there's Laurence Olivier. And I guess he played...
Oh, man.
Yeah. He played Chekhov. Maybe. I guess. So that must be an actual picture of maybe or is that the cast, I wonder? I don't know.
That's got to be the cast.
No, these are people, I guess these are people who played it in the original play. So anyway, lots of great images in here. So we can go ahead and run this one at 20 seconds.
And we're rolling.
And then you got all of Laurence Olivier's films in here. So some cool images if you're a Laurence Olivier fan or just a movie person, the entertainer. Haven't heard of most of these movies. So American Express card.
All right.
Right, no interest in that. Hey, welcome in, Kaylee 18121. Appreciate you stopping by. If there's any other requests, go ahead and put those in the chat and we'll get right to them.
Lot 58.
Is there any interest from anybody in going through the big binder of stuff? I don't want to go through it if it's going to bore everybody. So this is going to be a 1925. It's kind of like a dictionary, but it's more, I don't know the best. It's like definitions of people, places, things. So it's like a dictionary format, but it's almost like an encyclopedia, I guess. Also has this newspaper clipping in there for some reason. Disputed quote laid to Lincoln dropped by the GOP. And then, so you got that, and then just all the different, like James Lick, American philanthropist who founded the philanthropist, tongue-tied, who founded the Lick Observatory. What did I say?
Philanthropist.
Yeah. All right, everybody can make fun of me now. So anyway, you got that book there.
It's just fun. So sorry.
Need to get a drink of water. That's my problem.
Start auction. 20 seconds.
Hey, welcome in, Wit Rips. Kaylee 18121.
Is it Wit Trips or Wit Rips?
Wit Rips. Wit Trips, Wit Rips.
Totally different things.
Oh, Wit Rips, because that's what his little icon says. Sports cards, obviously.
75.
All right, so we got some ice coupon books here. Not sure the exact age of this, but I would guess like 40s maybe would be my best guess. So there's 4 of these. There's 2 1,000 pounds, 2 2,000 pounds. They're all from the Decatur Ice and Coal Company in Decatur, Alabama. And, you know, when you would need ice for your ice box, they would deliver it and take a corresponding coupon out depending on how much they delivered. So that one's full of 100-pound coupons, and then the 1,000-pound booklet's full of 50-pound coupons. So you got those 4.
We have started it.
Thank you, Ohio Nurse, for the bid.
We can try the Progressive Farmer next. That's pretty cool.
See if we have any farmers in here.
Looking at CNN. Did you see our baby's back here behind us? She's snuggled in.
Aw.
She doesn't usually do that.
Thank you, Ohio Nurse.
There we go.
Show everybody Sam back here.
She's a helper.
She's helping us. Sound asleep down there.
She's so comfortable. So comfortable. All right. So
big old magazine. Next up, this is from the year I was born, June 1967. Month and year that I was born. So this magazine's exactly the same age as me. So this is good condition. Yeah, it is in good condition. So I think this has a lot of really cool like agricultural ads and like trucks and tractors. So there's a International Trucks ad. Okay, well, let me take the phone off again.
Cool. She's got a pretty dress on for that truck.
You have the Firestone tire ad there. Pick with the $2.99 for cleaner stalks in the field and cleaner cotton in the basket. It was a John Deere, I guess, cotton picker there. Want some malathion? It's probably something they don't sell anymore because it probably causes some kind of cancer or something. Pretty much anything that would actually kill bugs has been
quality alfalfa. Is that for feed, you think? Because people don't eat alfalfa, do they?
Probably.
No weevils.
Yeah, protect your most valuable source of protein. So it must be what you're feeding to the animals. Look at the Datsun truck.
$1,666.
Wow. I love looking at old ads and magazines. Here's another cotton picker.
We have a van that's not even worth that much right now.
International Harvester.
Don't we?
Yeah.
Poor thing.
There's a tire ad. So yeah, a lot of really good ads in here. I mean, just the ads alone could probably be cut out and sold. The grassroots approach to cattle parasite control, barfly.
Bull beef comes to dinner.
Let's see. We'll show a few more pages here. Oh, there's some. I guess those are bollworms. So I guess those are like yeah. Yeah, go ahead and start it for like 45 seconds, I guess, and we'll show a few more ads while we go through it. So this one's starting.
Let's see. Look at all the.
Thanks for the hearts, everyone. Oh, Alcoa.
Yep. Aluminum.
Alcoa, Tennessee is right near our house.
Our daughters went on trips thanks to Alcoa. Aluminum.
Yep. Here's Gleam toothpaste. I remember Gleam, I think.
I think I do too.
It's funny to have a toothpaste ad in this magazine. Then there's Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk.
It looks exactly the same.
It does.
The only cutters that give you the savage shattering force. The patented axe head. All right.
All right. No interest. No farmers in the.
We were interested. Nothing else.
Hey, welcome in, Liz Snyder 555. Appreciate you coming in.
76. Let's do this one.
Take a look in the store, see if there's anything you want us to run. Otherwise, we'll run through a few more things. I never really saw any interest much in going through the big lot of stuff, so maybe we save that for. Yeah, I may run my next show on Friday afternoon, and so I got more time before everybody gets tired. So these are Lantern View slides from the Devereaux View Company in Brooklyn, New York, and they're all biblical scenes. The color on these is incredible. But these were kind of the precursor to photo slides. I mean, they're glass, and they're a lot larger than normal slides. But this one here is honor and something explained in Joseph's elevation. So I guess this is Joseph, maybe. And then we have Potiphar's wife slanders Joseph. So both from, I think all these were Old Testament. And then you have Jephthah's rash vow. I don't remember that. Mom, you still on here? Do you know what?
She's gone.
Is she gone? She would know what this is for sure. So does anybody know who Jephthah was in the Bible? I should know that being a preacher's son, but oh well. So all right. So we'll go ahead and start these. For the 3 antique lantern slides. Those are really cool.
I know. I love these lantern slides.
The color is just so bright.
I mean, how would you display those? They'd almost need to be in a window or something. But they're so little. All right. Those are done. No, we're not going to put those there. Let's go over here. You want to try a couple more?
Yeah, we'll run a few more lots, see if it looks like our crowd's dwindled down a little bit. I know there were a lot of shows going on tonight, so I mean, we'll go a few more lots, maybe go another 15 or 20 minutes if we have some interest in stuff. So this is going to be a lot of CDVs. And then there was one extra photo, this one, which I don't think is technically a CDV. It's not the right size, but it is, saying. CDV? So the CDVs they're from the 1800s, but they were this exact size. I can't remember. It's like 4 inches by 2 something. And they would take this piece of board and they glued the picture to it. So, anyway, and it's like carte day. It's a French word. Okay. So. Does anybody remember what CDV stands for? It's like cart something or another. But anyway, so this is Joseph somebody. And all these do have some wear. So these would be good for maybe like scrapbooking. This one's got some staining on the front here. And this is from Abbott Photography in Little Falls, New York. Then you have Carte de Vista. Not sure who this is. Then you got this little baby. Now this one here, it's like the papers, like it's almost like a
visiting card.
Oh, yeah, they would hand them out like calling cards.
An early form of social media.
Like this one, the paper layers have separated. It almost seems like a little notepad now, but I think it's just where it's separated. So you got the baby there, and you got this lady with the cool hat. Looks like she's got a bird or something in her hat. Hey, welcome in, Emery89, Royal Rebecca. Thanks for stopping in, Liz Snyder.
Probably had a basket on there for you.
Ooh, that guy's got some eyes.
Holding all these.
Okay, he's staring right through you.
Mm-hmm.
That one's from Miles Art Studio in Wheeling, West Virginia.
It says they got started in the 1860s.
And they were
popular.
There's that one that's not the CDV. And then finally, you have this guy here. And that one's this one's got a crease in it. And that one's from Little Falls, New York. So you got these 9 photographs here. Thank you, Elk Vintage 11. Appreciate the bid.
Aww.
I love the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, all these do have, varying condition issues, but for the most part, the pictures are still in pretty good shape. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Elk. Thank you for everybody who's bidding on these. You get 9 of these. All right. Thank you so much. All right. We'll stick with some photographs here. This is going to be lot 28.
I guess I need to look through the lots here. I've got it pinned for you.
So this is, I don't know what kind of photo this is.
Look at that frame. That is so cool.
Yeah, the frame, if you can see it, it's like metallic. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a husband and wife.
No. Oh, yeah, maybe.
It is a girl and a guy.
Look how short her hair is.
I know.
In the military together?
Yeah, I don't know. Can anybody take a guess as to what their relationship might have been or what? You don't see many ladies from this time dressed like that.
With the haircut like that.
Yeah, and then that short hair.
But it doesn't look like it's pulled back.
I don't know what year this is exactly, but it looks older. So anyway, that's very interesting. Hey, welcome in Southern Blue Skies, Light 08. And then the other one in here is...
Oh, wedding picture. Look at that. That looks like a flapper.
Yeah. That hat's something else. It's got like pearls on it or something, and then whatever necklace she has. So, I would say, what year do you think these are? Maybe 20s?
Well, it looks like flapper kind of dress, so yeah.
So I don't know if both of these are from the same time frame, but that one's just very interesting to me. Look at the boutonnieres they have. Like it's like a whole fern or something. And I don't know what's this in the middle right here.
No, we need to be able to make it bigger.
I had a magnifying glass.
Are you ready to start it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Anyway, those are very interesting, I think. Be some good research for somebody.
How many people look at a picture and try to do that?
Yeah, can we make this bigger? No, I love this one. Is just I just haven't seen like older pictures with ladies with short hair like that.
Yeah. What's she got in her hand? Is it a book?
Oh yeah, she's got some kind of book in her hand. It's like a little Bible or something.
Who knows? Oh, I guess I better get something else out of it. Maybe we can do some more pictures. I'm liking that.
Yeah, they're fun to look at. Thank you, Lord.
I suppose. Here's some really old postcards too.
Here you go. So we'll do these stereo views. All right, so
lot 3.
These are kind of photographs. These are stereo view cards. I actually sold 2 stereo viewers recently in my booths. I think I sold them both at Beard and Antique Mall. So this one's in the Alps, Switzerland. So I don't know if everybody's familiar with stereo view cards. You had the viewer and it had a little holder and you could move it back and forth, and you look through the stereo viewer and you got a 3D. They were kind of like Viewmasters, like they were the early Viewmasters. So this one's from 1896 and it's the Swiss Alps. Hey, which our girls just got back from hiking in the Swiss Alps not too long ago. And this is Old Paris at the Paris Exposition. So this is a World's Fair from 1900. And then this one here's a cotton plantation in Rome, Georgia, USA. And that one's from 1898. You got the people working in the cotton fields. Then you got Bingen on the Rhine in Germany. That one's from
all over.
This one's 1895. So you got that one. And then this is where all the conflicts happening right now. This is the Valley of Jehoshaphat near Jerusalem, Palestine. So that was pre-Israel, obviously, because it's 1899. So that's when that whole area was called Palestine. And then this one is that one doesn't have a date on it. But this one is a group of teachers and students at Randolph-Macon Academy in Royal, Virginia.
Oh, yeah, Randolph-Macon.
And I'm just showing you the right side because both pictures are pretty much identical.
My college roommate's cousin went to Randolph-Macon.
And then here's the Pool of Siloam in Palestine. That one is from 1899.
It's from Georgia to Palestine.
So I wonder where this is over there. I wonder what part of I wonder if it's in Israel or one of the other countries around there. And then here's Cedars of Lebanon in Syria. Not the Cedars of Lebanon in State Park in Nashville. That one's from 1900. So a lot of Middle East ones in here, pre-Israel stuff. So we'll go ahead and start this.
Yeah, those are cool. Randolph-Macon was a girls' college, I think.
If you get these, all you'll need to do is get you a stereo viewer. The cotton fields.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it does make. The Christian Science. Do you know what lot number that was? I don't remember any Christian Science papers, but
you can search it.
But yeah, we can for sure show those.
Christmas.
Thanks for the bids, everyone, on these.
I only see Christmas.
It's just interesting that I had these in here with the subject matter, considering everything that's happening over in the Middle East right now.
I didn't even really realize you had them.
I just can't even imagine what all those people are going through on both sides of the conflict over there.
It's a buy it now.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Do you know where it is?
I'll tell you what. I will have to. I have to go see. Yeah, if you want to go through the postcards. Let me let Amy move over here. I'm going to go find those Christian Science papers because they're going to be in another area. But yeah, give me just a second. I'll find them.
All right, we've got 10 vintage postcards up next. Let's see. Sorry for that. All right, so we have Kronenberger Park. Must be in Germany. Here we go. I guess I can show y'all these. I can't tell where it's from. Anyway, there we go. And then the view from Owl's Headlight showing rock-bound coast of Maine, Rockland, Maine. It looks like these have been in an album, but they're not written on. The Pearl of Oars Island House, Casco Bay, Maine. Oh, this one's been written on. It was August 3rd sometime. Let's see. Knox Memorial in Thompson, Maine. Oh, that's a big place. Then we have a Maine farm scene, some cows. Arnheim Riddenbrug. Looks like oh, there we go. This is the drawbridge near my house. Oh, that's cool. It's a drawbridge.
Glad you struggle with pronouncing things just like I do.
Knox's County Courthouse and Jail in Rockland, Maine. Some daffodils. Or narcissuses. These are Dutch flowers named Narcissus. Fishing boats in the harbor in Rockland, Maine. And the last one, it's just an ocean scene. What's it say? The hue. No, that's not it. All right, so we've got 10 vintage postcards here. And we'll get it started.
And those do look like they were in a scrapbook at some point.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There we go. Some nice houses in this drawbridge.
Hey, welcome in Vintage Relics. Thanks for stopping by.
Some farm scenes, and let's see. Let me switch places with you again. Whoops, sure. Sorry about that. So you can show that.
So we got about 20 minutes or so left at most. So if anybody has any requests, just put those lot numbers in the chat. And I did find the paper back us. So let me just show this real quick. And this is in the Buy It Now. It's in really good condition. So why don't you pin that? Because I think you can pin stuff. I think you can. See if it'll let you. If you type just Christian. Because then I can get some information about it. Or you can at least read the information. Well, of course, they can read the information. Well, it's
there we go. Is that it?
No, you can't pin. Well, you go to product. Go to product actions and see if you can pin it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a King George coronation color section from the Christian Science Monitor.
Nice.
It's got some really cool colors and stuff, and this is in the Buy It Now. Thanks for the request, Lord. Hope I'm saying your name right. If you can see here, there is just a little like tearing along the fold there. And this is from 1937. Tell you what, let me take the camera off.
It says it's got a young Princess Elizabeth in it.
It does. It's got the whole like family when we get back over
here. The Laurence Olivier playbook. Yeah, we can pull that out too.
Yeah, I think it's over here. But the artwork in this is just really, really cool. So
I love those colors. Oh, look!
Yeah, here's look at little Queen Elizabeth here.
Aww. And then Princess Margaret.
I mean, look how much cuter she was than Princess Margaret.
Oh, they're both cute.
And then there's Queen Elizabeth, Angela, Marguerite. So, thank you for the purchase.
Here you go. I'll put it over here with the auctions.
And do you want to run that? I'm going to go mark that as sold.
What do you want me to run? I'll do 49.
And
let's do.
Did you want here? And then here's that Laurence Olivier thing.
Okay.
I think I may have not put it back over here. I must have gone over with you somewhere.
Okay, I'll find it when we get back. Okay, so lot 49. So this is a lot of 12 antique photos. Let me get them out of here. All right. So these look like, oh look, this one was $1. I'd say these are from the late 1800s maybe. Look at this lady. Her little shawl on there. Whoop. And we have this nice little family picture. Oh my gosh, she looks like a baby. Look at that mom. Cute little baby. She looks like a doll. Ooh, look at these pin curls. Isn't that what those were? Pin curls. There we go. Oh, here's I think that's the same picture as this other one. Oh, yep. I won the match game. And then she's from Winston-Salem. Goodness. Elizabeth Ledford. 1889, I think. All right. And here is another baby. This looks like it's a reproduction, though, and it looks like it's glued onto this card, but it's still very old. Oh, look at this. These little kids out on their farm. All right. This is Mary Ellen Wilson and James Harlan Wilson. And then this lady with her glasses. And this couple behind the bush. I guess they like that bush. And then, oh, wow, look at that hair. It's a pompadour, even though it's a woman. Oh, we got one more. Same one of her, just in a different frame. It's Aunt Kate. Aunt Kate. All right, we'll get this one started for 20 seconds. And here we go. So we've got Aunt Kate. We've got the couple behind the bush. Pin curl girl. The young family. Girl with the glasses. Cute little kids. All right, this baby card and this dour old lady. She's pretty. She's probably got some money, I'd say. She looks like she's rich. All right, thank you, Laura. 303. I'll put that aside for you. All right, now let's see. We'll go for lot 9. Come on. Oh, 10 item. There we go. All right, so this is 4 Gray's Inn Square handwritten documents, and this writing is unbelievable. I cannot even imagine. So, 14 Gray's Inn Square, London. Dear Sirs, We are in receipt of your letter on the 26th in reference to your questions, what we think you ought to do about the 100 pounds. All right. So they're giving their opinion. So I wonder if this is like lawyers. Oh, yeah, you scared me to death.
Sorry. Yeah, Grace.
I did not know you were behind
Gray's
me.
Inn is one of the 4 inns of court in England. So it's like a professional association for barristers.
Dear sirs, it's a copy of a letter. And so anyway, it's 4 letters. January 15th, 1913. Handwriting is something else. Dear sirs, we enclose our baker's account of his charges. Wonder what happened. All right, so we'll get this one started. We'll do 20 seconds, $3, and here we go. Again, this is 4 letters from some lawyers. That handwriting, though, gosh.
Oh, that one right there is incredible.
Can you imagine? Look how straight it is and perfect.
My hand would get so tired.
Oh, look, they did make a mistake right there. They had to cross something out. Thank you so much, Laura. All right, you want to switch back?
Sure.
And then we need the other thing. Let's see how I'll find it.
Which thing?
The program.
Are we running these?
No, I've already done that.
Okay. They didn't sell.
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't been able to get them in the envelope
Yeah.
yet. Let's see. Let me find the program.
Hey, Thread, Needle, Scissors. Thanks for stopping in. Rame 80, unsure. Anybody else we've missed? Anybody watching over on YouTube?
Are you sure that's not over there?
What are we looking for? Oh, that
program.
That program. Yeah, let me look again. Unless it got put with the sold stuff somehow.
We can see what the
okay, let me
number is.
Oops. Do these. Yes. Hold on, we're looking for the Laurence Olivier program. And oh, there it is. Yeah, I found it.
Okay. I didn't think
Lot
I
12.
had it. I tried to act like I
You always
lost
put it in the back.
Huh?
You always put the stuff in the back instead of the front.
Does that give you issues?
Well, yeah, it's hard to when I go to ship it and stuff. All right, so this is going to be a Cinebill, which is like a playbill, but for a movie, and it's for Anton Chekhov's Three Sisters, starring Laurence Olivier. So it's got a Scotch ad here in the front. Oops, I think I skipped a page there. Skipped 2 pages. Yeah, so I think that's Laurence Olivier there. So Anton Chekhov wrote only 6 full-length plays. So it's got a lot of pictures of here's all of Laurence Olivier's movies, every one he's ever been in, up to the last one it lists is 1972, which was Sleuth. See if I've seen any of these movies. No, I don't think I've seen any of these movies. So anyway, we'll go ahead and start that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the request. For anybody else just coming in, we got about 10 minutes left. So if there's any request at all, just put the lot number in the chat and we'll get right to it.
Got some postcards coming up. Those are cool looking.
And since I don't think we're going to go through this huge lot of ephemera tonight, make sure you bookmark my next show. I think right now it says it's 8:00, but I think I'll move it to an afternoon show and go solo on that one since Amy will be at work. And I will probably show it in that when I've got, more time.
Oh, this is cool.
We struggle on Friday nights to stay up very late.
Hey, we're doing fine.
Let me just show real quick one more time what I'll be showing. So it's just going to be this whole thing of ephemera that I haven't gone through at all other than what I just did a second ago. And it's all kind of letters, it looks like. There's stock certificates. There's billheads. A lot of billheads, it looks like. Millinery. It looks like it's mostly around the clothing industry. Just looking at these billheads. Packing slips. There's a newspaper of some sort. There's some old carbon paper. And then we get into whatever these are.
So I think he's going to do lots of it, not the whole book as one.
Yeah, what I'll probably do is like ask, as we go through it, we'll see if there's certain billheads people want me to run. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. We'll be winging it that day. So I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, Chris. But yeah, that'll be 2 weeks from today. We've gone to every other week on our Whatnot shows. And so it'll probably be 2 weeks from today at 2 p.m. Eastern time is probably when I'll change that show to. So yeah, I think we've done one big lot today, so that's probably enough for one day. All right, so since we don't have any requests or pre-bids right now, we will go ahead and just run a few more things. We've got about 10 minutes left. And this is going to be a recipe book, I think it is. Welcome to Christmas from Pole to Pole. And it is from Claus's Kitchen in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So it's got a lot of really cool illustrations in it.
I got a lot for you.
Thank you for the request. I've always thought it would be fun. I mean, I know there's people who make YouTube videos where they
it's TikToks
or TikToks or whatever that, where they make recipes from old cookbooks, but I thought it'd be cool to have a whole meal where you just randomly pick out recipes and then make them.
Why don't you do that for a week's worth of dinners so I don't have to cook?
Peachy pudding cobbler. That sounds good. No, it doesn't. It's got butterscotch in it. But yeah, the artwork in this is really cool.
I like how you ignored
me. I'll try. I can do it. Here, and it's also got how to make a pine cone wreath and a family tree, assorted driftwood sticks. I think that's sticks, not stalks. Wiggle eyes, slab of wood, stick 'em or hot glue, and a walnut shell. So you got recipes and crafts in here. So we'll go ahead and start this. Hey, Live to Dunk or Live to Dunk 94. Thanks for stopping in.
That could have been our son, but your son is on the runway. He's landed.
Is he in Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, our son just started a new job and he had training. Thanks for the bid. He had training in Chicago this week, and then he starts in his office on Monday. So he's excited.
He's excited to make some money finally.
Because he graduated from Alabama. Thanks, Elk Vintage. He graduated from Alabama last May, like a year and a half ago or whatever. And then he went and got his master's at Tennessee. First one of my kids who've gone to UT. We got 4 kids and they all went away to school. Our oldest went to College of Charleston, then 2 at Alabama, and then our second one went to Ole Miss.
Then Millsaps.
Oh yeah, and then graduate school Millsaps in Jackson, Mississippi, and UT.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got me a Tennessee Dad shirt and said, "You've been waiting a long time for this." So
he, of course, got it at the thrift store though. He didn't.
So are both these requests?
No, just that.
Okay.
42.
Well, we may end on this slide if there's no more requests then. Okay. So this may be the last lot we run. So check the store and get any last minute requests. Also check out the Buy It Now. And I really appreciate everybody sticking with us tonight. And I'll hope to see everybody in a couple weeks. So this is going to be lot 42, and it's 5 1800s handwritten documents. Documents are from 1895, 1863, 1841, 1899, and 1897. So this is the one from 1897. And it says resolved of the something trustees, David Young. It's so hard to read some of these letters. They had better handwriting in England, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, that one's from 1897. This one is from 1895. And this one is St. Ames. Oh, this one is in London. Maybe that one was London too. So my dear W somebody, I wonder if you recognize the handwriting. I do not know whether to still take an advice something in business, but anyway, that one's from 1895. That's stapled to an outer sheet here. And then we have 1899. Before we get off here, I'm going to show y'all this book I found at a yard sale a couple weeks ago. It's a book from 1738, I think it was. It is so cool. I'm not selling it on here, but I'll show it to you. This one's from 1841, so this is the oldest one. It's amazing how good a condition that is for 1841. I mean, it looks like it just got pulled out of a notebook. And then finally, we have 1863, so right in the middle of the Civil War. But I do think all these are from England. So,
all right, here we go.
We'll go ahead and start this one.
Hey, Stu, do you have the cigar bands over there?
Do they want us to run that one?
Yep.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Lord, for the bid on the 1800s handwritten documents.
It's hard to put those in the back front of the envelope because the back holds it open.
Oh, well.
I don't know why that's just...
All right, so this will be our last lot unless we get another request. 26. We'll keep running as long as y'all request. And you've already looked for pre-bids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to leave these in here, but I think you can see them. So there's probably maybe 50 or 60 at least. And they're Webster cigar bands, Websterettes here. Looks like there's the most of this one here.
Ready?
Yep.
Start it.
Thank you, Elk Vintage.
I am checking one more time for any kind of pre-bids. I don't think there are any, though.
All right, well, that finishes up. Let me grab this book and just show y'all. It's so cool. I've actually had good luck finding old stuff here recently.
Yeah, we had a picture that just sold at auction that had 1611 pages. It wasn't 1611.
Yeah, so I went. My brothers and I went out yard selling a couple weeks ago. We had a brothers weekend at the lake, and we drove down to Chattanooga and went yard selling. And we went to this one house that had a lot of artwork, and I'd sell a lot of artwork out of my booth. So they had this frame. They were 2 framed pages from a 1611 Bible, and they were King James version. It had a certificate of authenticity for it, or with it. And they were asking $10, and through high-level negotiations, I got them down to $5. And so I bought it, and I was going to put it in my booth, and I probably would have asked like $125 or something if I'd have put it in the booth. So anyway, my booth was full of art, so I didn't really have anywhere to put it. So I thought it just happened that I had a auction appointment to take some stuff on consignment to the local auction house here. So I took it there, and to make a long story short, it ended up selling for $725. So I was like so glad my booth was full. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have known any different if I'd have put it in the booth at 100 and something. But yeah, I mean, that was one of my better like flips that I've ever had. It was like we were laying in bed though, and I fell asleep before the auction ended. So I fell asleep when it was $575, and
you're very excited about that.
And I was really excited about that. And then the manager of one of our antique malls had gone to pick something up at the auction house and asked him how much it went for. So she told me that it went for $725. So anyway, but yeah, this is another thing that I found at an estate sale. It wasn't actually a yard sale, but all their books were $2. And I always go straight to the books because I do pretty well with them in my booths. I mean, I don't sell them for a whole lot, but not many people look at them. And when, they don't ever really go through their books at this one particular estate sale. So I was just grabbing anything that looked old, and I had no idea how old this one was, but it's in really, really good shape. I mean, if you look at it, it's got a little separation on the spine, but it is from, there's the date, 1738 or 40, was it? Let's see. 35, yeah, 38, 1738. And it's got 20, I think it was 26 or so etchings, engravings in it. But it's the Imperial History of the Rebellion of the Civil War in England. See, I didn't even know they had a Civil War in England. But I was showing this to my son, and we just both kind of were like, man, this is like older than the United States of America. So this was one of my favorite finds I've had.
That's crazy.
No, I'm just showing this. it's one of these like things that I found that I couldn't believe I found it. I had this whole bag of books, and they literally sat in the bag for like 2 weeks before I went through them. And then, I pulled this one out, and I was like, what Roman numeral is that? It's not like in the same format as we see today. So I was like, Googled it, and it came back 1738. I was like, wow. And then you start looking up the value of this book, which you can imagine in this good a condition for something that old, there can't be a lot of them left. But I also think it's kind of cool that I guess back then they didn't just have a single like publisher. It's printed and sold by all the booksellers in town and country. So I guess anybody could print a book, or that's how I interpret that anyway. But yeah, the artwork in this is just really cool. So but yeah, there's a few little tears to pages like on that one.
But goodness, for as old as it is.
But yeah, for as old as this thing is, it's in remarkably good condition. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. It kind of
coming to an eBay store near you.
It's actually already listed online. I think I have it listed for $825 if anybody's interested in buying it. So I guess I'm not supposed to talk about other marketplaces. But yeah, you can see it's got a little bit of separation, but overall in excellent condition. So anyway, I guess that's the end of the show. If there's no more requests, I appreciate everybody who came in tonight. And as I mentioned, my next show, I'm right now it says it's 8:00 2 weeks from today, but I think I'm going to move it to an afternoon show, so won't be as tired and we can go a little longer, because we're going to go through this binder of ephemera. And then I'll try to maybe between now and then, I'll try to find some other, like stuff we can go through. I have boxes of stuff all over the place that I can probably find and bring to the show, and maybe not catalog as much stuff for the next show, which should be fine because it takes me forever to catalog everything. But
yeah,
I had to go, we used to do a show at least every week, and I actually would do sometime more than one show a week. But what I found, and I don't know if anybody else finds this who sells on Whatnot, it started becoming all consuming at the expense of everything else that I did, like reselling wise. So I just had to kind of force myself to cut back a little bit. And, now I don't do anything Whatnot related in the off weeks, and try to focus on my other places that I sell, whether it be in person or online. And it's worked out pretty well. And then, I don't spend near as much time. Like I spent a lot of time this week, but I have a whole week where I don't worry about Whatnot. So anyway, everybody have a good rest of your weekend. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I will be watching
this girl to bed.
I'll be watching football all day tomorrow. And yeah, Sam says good night to everybody.
She's ready to go to bed.
Actually, she's not saying anything right now.
She's dead.
She's sacked out. But so yeah, I'll be watching football all day tomorrow.
And then at 9
eating a lot.
On Sunday, are we gonna skip church to watch the Titans game?
Probably, yeah. The Titans play in England this weekend, so they play Sunday morning at 9:30 Eastern time. So probably be watching football Sunday morning as well. And then I don't know, that's probably our whole weekend.
The Titans Instagram account was asking people what they thought Derrick Henry did for a living by his picture. That was funny.
Oh, really? What were some of the answers?
Something with horses was the funniest one. I was like, I don't see that.
I don't know.
Derrick Henry would break a horse.
Yes, he would.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night, and I will see you in 2 weeks.
But
well,
not me.
I may see some of y'all on other shows. I do frequent other shows during the week. Don't leave.
Hey, it's past our bedtime. I've been up since 4:30.
I can sit and tell stories forever. I need to start back my Monday morning shows. I haven't decided. I don't know if anybody came. Oh, well, go ahead. You can buy some salsa. We'll wait. And so this book, it's a 1738 book. It's not anything I'm selling in the show. I was just showing it. It's one that I found at an estate sale a couple weeks ago. And I just thought it was really cool and wanted to show it. But yeah, it's from 1738.
Older than America.
Yeah, older than the United States of America.
Crazy to think of.
And, it's got all kind of cool artwork in it. So, and it's the history of the English Civil War.
Wow.
Light reading there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I like the way it's got, like, instead of the S's, it's got F's for everything
Now,
or
this
whatever it
isn't
is.
the one. This isn't from the firehouse, is it?
No, this came from a estate
Do
sale.
we have
just
any
recently.
of those books left, or did I get rid of
No,
them?
there. Remember, you went through them. We
Pulled
kept
some
a few.
things
Oh,
out.
excuse me. And yeah, and just so you know, Jen, I don't know if you were aware, if you ever want salsa and you don't want to buy it through the marketplace since you can't bundle it, you can really go to any future show and buy it from the Buy It Now, and it works just like if we're live. So you can bundle from any show, whether it's live at that time or not. You know,
That's
just
crazy.
don't buy it from the marketplace. I'm hoping Whatnot at some point will allow people to bundle from the marketplace, because I mean that would, you know, right now if somebody buys 3 things, they've just got to pay 3 different shipping charges rather than doing the bundle. So
That's nuts.
I know. So anyway, just let us. There we go. Blackberry butter, good choice.
Yep.
You might have heard me say before. We have a friend.
Don't think I sold any blackberry butter last weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have a friend who makes cheesecake with the blackberry butter, and it's really good. She uses cherry butter and blackberry butter.
Yeah, I sold our jams and jellies and sauces at a holiday market last weekend, and it was so incredibly cold and windy. It was the absolute most miserable I've been since that one weekend in Atlanta for soccer.
When there was ice on the field.
17 degrees. 2 ghost peppers, and it's charging me shipping again.
Yeah, you know, and I do have it. Well, it should be capped at $8.35, I thought, anyway, because that's how I have the shows.
For one person.
Yeah, it should just be. It should be.
But
it includes.
The Buy It Now, though.
I think different? It includes the Buy It Now.
Can you just reimburse me?
Yeah, we'll figure. Just go to franklinhillventures.com, Jen, and follow me on Instagram and message me that way, because then I can PayPal you or Venmo you or something once we get everything packaged up. So buy as many as you need, and then we'll figure it out. I'll just charge you $8.35 though for the shipping. So
I mean, unless you buy like 6 cases, then
if you were to buy like a case, I might have to charge you a little more. But although I mean, I did say $8.35 for
12
the
jars
show,
per case. So
actually, if you buy that much, I could probably work the shipping.
Right. Well, unless she lives in Washington State, then probably not.
And the ghost pepper is good. That's been, I know in Vintage Color, he's bought like a whole case of ghost pepper from me before. He really likes it.
You'll like that jalapeno honey mustard too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's one of our personal favorites. Mm-hmm. I would say my favorites would be peach butter, which Amy's not a huge fan of the peach butter.
I'm just not a fan of peach.
I love the peach butter. I love the jalapeno honey mustard. I love the pickled dilly beans.
Cranberry jalapeno. Raspberry jalapeno. That's the jelly.
Have you had the cranberry jalapeno?
I don't think so.
I've tried it, I think, one time. All right. Are you good? Are you good now, Jen?
I think we've got some people that have fallen asleep if they're still on here listening.
Thank you to the 5 people who are still here. This has been,
y'all fell asleep.
This last 5 minutes has been compelling. Okay.
Hold on. Is anybody else still there other than Jen, or really have they fallen asleep?
Yeah, because nobody's talking.
Your mom? Is it your mom and she's gone off to get ready for bed?
Elk Vintage is still there.
Hey!
And you've stuck with us the whole time. I really appreciate all your purchases. Everything will ship out on Monday.
Down to 3. We made them leave. We shamed them into leaving. Oh, Sam's awake.
Thank you, Elk.
Sam's awake.
Yeah, if anybody's coming over to East Tennessee, make sure you stop at Bearden Antique Mall, West End Antiques, and or Granny's Attic in Clinton. That's where we have our 3 booth locations.
Are you ready for night-night? Oh.
You can come over here and go to the Smokies.
Oh.
Well, it depends on who you ask. I mean, I like them both. More people buy the pineapple is probably one of our most popular salsa varieties. Oh, turn it around now.
Yeah. Oh, come here.
Yeah, I guess y'all don't need to necessarily
see the
book now.
Hey, I mean, say hi. Come up here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just let us know when you're going to come up here.
Sam's here. Scoot over. Hey, say hey. Oh yeah. Are you ready for night-night? We've got some gray hair.
Yeah, so I mean, pineapple's more popular, but I like the peach a lot too.
Ew. So the coldest I've ever been was actually in Atlanta on the soccer field. It was 17 degrees. My car freaked out. That's when my car freaked out and started shooting the fluid. Oh,
it had a computer malfunction,
and the horn was honking, and we couldn't get in the car. The doors.
It was like it was possessed.
Everybody had great fun with that.
I remember you calling me and telling me about that.
Oh.
Yeah, we had 4 kids who all did travel sports, and I think there was at least one year they were all 4 doing it.
Yep.
And
we never.
We literally had to. Amy would go with one, I would go with one, and then we'd farm the other 2 out with somebody else. So
usually the youngest. The youngest was always farmed out.
Yeah, because she went with Katie usually, didn't she?
You always went with Tanner.
Hey, welcome in, JW Thrifting. We're actually just finishing up. And Gina's Rescue Treasures, thanks for stopping by. So I think, are we good now on the jams and jellies? Jen, I don't want to cut off until you give us the go-ahead.
Okay.
My arm's getting tired. I need to get the tripod. She's still looking. I'm going to grab the tripod then.
Sam's going back.
You know you're not in good shape when your arm gets tired holding your phone up.
Oh. Hey, you've been getting up lately and walking at least. Yeah. You should have some strong legs.
I've been walking every day.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Well, you'll just have to come earlier next time. My next show, right now it still says 8 o'clock, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to do it at 2 p.m. 2 weeks from today. So make sure you bookmark that. And hopefully, I know that's during work for some people, but I know some people get off early on Friday. But we're going to go through this whole big thing of ephemera here. And it's kind of like a mystery thing.
Yeah, you could try it. Stu makes me bookmark all the shows.
I know. I always make Amy bookmark it. So it feeds your ego when you get a lot of bookmarks. So a lot of people really like the apple pecan better. I don't like pecans. So
it was a big seller last weekend.
Yeah,
nothing says fall like apple pecan.
I don't like the texture of pecans. It's really the only nut I don't like. Although I do like the little nut thins. I love. You don't like the pecan ones. I don't like the pecan. They're kind of earthy. They're kind of earthy tasting, but
it tastes like dirt.
Yeah, and I haven't been doing the Monday chats. Well, I skipped one week, and I don't have it scheduled for Monday. I'm thinking I'm just going to take a break for a little while from doing that. I mean, I enjoy doing them, but I don't know. I sit and think about it, like what I'm going to talk about all weekend. So I think it'll be good for me just to take a little break. So. She went with the peach salsa.
Peach salsa. That would be something you liked. I just don't like peach for whatever reason.
Yeah, I feel like I work a lot, JW, with I do full-time reselling, as you probably know from being in the Monday morning things. And then I also do IT consulting. And then that's been really piling up on me here lately too. I enjoy it. It gives me like a different part of my brain I can work.
Keeps your skills.
Because a lot of the reselling stuff's just kind of monotonous, busy work listing stuff. Instagram's probably the best, Jen. So just let me know how much it ended up charging you, and then we'll work it out. So yeah, just reach out to me on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah, and I know I
do 3 times out of all that. That's what's weird.
Yeah. And I know it has something like I think I have it set up to where the maximum number you can put in a box. I thought I'd changed it to 3, but maybe it's still set to 2. I'll have to check that because you can set in a normal show. I can set it where like if people start bundling stuff, the most they can put in a single box is a certain number. Thought I had it set to 3, but it's obviously set to 2. So thanks for letting me know that. All right. Yeah, just message me and I'll take care of it. And I think you said you're finished now. So I really appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy those. You'll have to let me know how you like them and what's your favorite variety. And right. I don't even know if we really have enough people in here to raid somebody at this point. So it's just 3. So I think we'll just call it a night. Yeah, just run an auction for 6 of them. Yeah, probably won't ever auction them, but anyway.
Well, it's just to sell it. That's what you're saying. Come on. It's getting late, Stu.
I know. I mean, I probably could do like a choice of a certain number or something like that. You know, it's just, oh well, I'll think about it.
Night, everybody.
Okay, so $42 on the shipping. So, all right. Oh no, just message me and we'll figure out. I think I'll probably see I'll see what you paid as well in the summary of the show. So, got it. All right. Have a good night, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Night.